In today's video, we're going to take a look at the 20 biggest myths about living here in Cedar City, Utah. My name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm a Stratum Real Estate Group. If you are looking to buy or sell here in Cedar City or really anywhere in southern Utah, I would love to help you out with that. Please feel free to call, text, or email anytime. That contact information is down below in the description. All right, let's jump into the 20 biggest myths people believe about living in Cedar City, Utah, and do a little reality check on those. Myth number 1, Cedar City is tiny. Reality check, we are not. We are actually over about 43,000 people right now. Although that is not large, we are large enough to still have restaurants, shopping, a lot of community events, while still being able to recognize people when you go different places and say hello. And our parking isn't too bad either. Myth number 2, there is nothing to do here. Reality check, unless you don't like skiing, hiking, mountain biking, pickleball, snowboarding, snowmobiling, fishing, camping, hunting, festivals, concerts, eating out, then you might be bored, but there is actually quite a lot to do here in Cedar City, Utah. Our summers usually have something booked every single weekend. Myth number 3, our winters are brutal. Reality check, although it can get cold here, they are not brutal. We will get snow in the winter, but it's not like the Midwest. It will melt off after a day or so, and we will see those warmer temperatures because we have quite a lot of sunny days here in southern Utah. We are actually in a desert, so although it can get chilly and we can get snow, not like the Midwest, it will melt off. Which leads me to myth number 4. You will freeze all year. Reality check, you will not. Most people have flip-flops and snow boots in their closet because in the summertime, we are usually around 90 degrees as a high for our average. That won't happen all day though. We have cool mornings, cool evenings, so you can get out during the day. However, we will hit those higher temperatures in the summertime, so you will feel that warmth. Myth number 5, it's just a college town. Yeah, we are a college town. We have SUU here, which brings a lot of energy to our town. However, our retirees, our families, our professionals actually outnumber the college students quite a bit. The college, Southern Utah University or SUU, definitely brings a great vibe to the community, but we are more than just a college town and worth checking out. Myth number 6, no one moves to Cedar City on purpose. I promise you, and this is false. The reality is people are choosing to move to Cedar City every single day because of the affordability, because of the lifestyle, because of the community. I was wanting to move to Cedar City for 20 years before I was able to make it happen. Why did it take so long? Because the wages have not caught up with people's desire to live here. But people are definitely moving to Cedar City on purpose because of all the outdoor recreational activities we have, because of the community, because of the festivities, because once you come here, you tend to fall in love with it. Myth number 7, you have to drive to St. George for everything. Reality check. Not anymore. You might have had to in the past, but because of the growth Cedar City has experienced, we have a lot more restaurants, shopping, entertainment here in Cedar City. We recently opened Johnny Mac's, which is a great restaurant that I'm familiar with from Henderson, Nevada. We have a Seven Brothers that just opened, and we are constantly bringing new businesses here. So I very rarely will head to St. George for shopping. Right now, St. George is the only place you're going to get a Costco. However, those rumors are constantly flying around Cedar City, so one day we will have one. Who knows? Maybe in a few years. Myth number 8, there are no jobs here. Reality check, we have construction, we have manufacturing, we have healthcare, tourism, education. The economy is really way more diverse than people realize, and we have a lot of remote workers here as well. So yes, Cedar City has jobs. However, you need to make sure it's the right job for you and in the field that you are interested in. Myth number 9, it's all farmland. Reality check, not anymore. We do still have a lot of farmland. You are still going to see cows and sheep, and it might affect your traffic every once in a while, but we also have fiber optic internet and modern subdivisions that are spreading out into that farmland. You will still find that farmland north of Cedar City, west of Cedar City, but as we expand, some of that farmland is being eaten up. So that is the reality right now. We'll see what it is in the future. Myth number 10, the housing market is dead. I can tell you, it is not. It is alive. It is moving. We are still closing year over year. Is our inventory up? Absolutely. We are higher in inventory than we've been in the last 10 years. However, that is actually really good for our buyers and for our growth because it is allowing people to get into homes and not be priced out of our market. Cedar City has quite a lot of new construction, which gives us a steady growth, and the demand here has not disappeared. There are people moving here constantly. So although the housing market has adjusted from 3-4 years ago, it is definitely not dead here in Cedar City. Myth number 11, everyone knows everyone. Reality check? We actually don't. It is a smaller town and you will run into people pretty much everywhere that you go, at least I do. And if you're here long enough, you will. But as the town grows, as our numbers grow, you'll find that there are thousands of people you don't know here. And although we still have that small town feel, we are not actually a tiny town anymore because of the growth we are experiencing. Myth number 12, it's too conservative or too religious. Now, this is going to be a perspective thing, but I've been surprised to find that Cedar City is actually more mixed than outsiders typically think. With all of the artists, entrepreneurs, outdoor lovers, and those migrating to Cedar City, we are getting a very diverse culture here that's quite different than you would have seen in Cedar City about 10 years ago. Myth number 13, there's no nightlife. Now, the reality check here is that it depends on the kind of nightlife you are looking for. If you want Vegas nightlife, you're still going to have to go to Vegas. However, if you want stargazing, Cedar City is the place. With Cedar Breaks nearby or just stepping outside the city, you can see a world of beautiful stars at night. So although we don't have the neon lights of the Strip in Vegas, we have our own beautiful sky, beautiful stargazing, beautiful lights, and that's not something you can get in a big city. So we offer a different type of nightlife here. All right, myth number 14, there is no good food here. I'm gonna tell you, I beg to differ. We are getting new restaurants almost every week, it feels like. I just think locals don't brag enough. I love Central Wood-Fired Pizza right off of Center Street. We have the Pub and Spirits Craft Kitchen, which has recently been renovated. It kind of has a Bridgerton, Alice in Wonderland vibe. Food is wonderful. We have Chef Alfredo's, great Italian fine dining. We have Park Place Eatery. We have Milt's and Rusty's up the canyon. We have Ninja, Japanese steakhouse, and sushi. So we do have quite a variety of food, and those aren't even the new ones that have come. We definitely have good food here. You just have to be willing to go out, find it, and try it. Myth number 15, Cedar City is isolated. I don't know who said that. We're right off of the I-15. We are between Las Vegas and Salt Lake City. So we aren't isolated. We are pretty easy to get to, which makes it a great place for people to live and vacation. Not to mention we are so close to Zion, Bryce Canyon, Duck Creek, Bryan Head. We really have everything around us. I don't know where that myth came from, but it's out there. We're not isolated. Myth number 16, the wind never stops. Okay, so sometimes it feels like it doesn't, but it does. Most of the time we'll see the wind in the late afternoon, early evening. The mornings are usually pretty great, evenings are usually pretty great, but we will get wind that comes through Cedar City. It does stop. I will say though, when you get up early in the morning, if it's windy early in the morning, it's going to be a pretty windy day. I get up pretty early to head to the gym. I know if the wind is moving at 5 a.m., it's going to be a gusty day. So although sometimes I feel like the wind doesn't stop, it actually does. Myth number 17, there is nothing for kids to do here. Obviously, this one is false. I moved here for my kids. I wanted them to have this community, to be able to go outside and explore the outdoors, and Cedar City offered that. Not to mention all of the parks we have, all of the sports we have. We have the aquatic center, we have the Cedar City Fun Center, we have the bowling alley. We have so many places indoor and outdoor. We recently got an ice skating rink. We also have DBAT, which is a place where you can go and use the batting cages. There are new things coming to Cedar City all the time, but I personally came so that my kids could get outside, so that they could hang with their friends in the neighborhood, and so I could feel like they were safe. My kids have had experiences in Cedar City that they never would have had in Las Vegas, which is where I am from, and I am so grateful that I moved them here so that they could have that type of childhood. Myth number 18, Cedar City doesn't change. Obviously, this is a myth. If you have been to Cedar City recently and you were here a few years ago, you have seen that Cedar City has changed. We are getting new subdivisions all the time, new restaurants all the time, new festivals are popping up all the time, and community events. Cedar City is changing, but what I love about it is that it still has that small town community vibe. Although we have the growth there and we're not tiny, there is a strong community vibe here in Cedar City, and I love that about living here. Myth number 19, locals don't like newcomers. This is actually a myth. If you get on Facebook, you won't think so, but this is a myth. Everyone here is really pretty friendly. You go into a grocery store, you talk to them, you are going to be met with friendliness. People will wave, they'll volunteer, they'll support local. What I've noticed though is you get what you give. What you're putting out there is what you get back. If you come in all ornery and you're trying to change things and you're being too assertive, people are going to probably meet you that way. So you get back what you put in. Keep that in mind. And then myth number 20, it's just another Utah town. It is not. I've been to a lot of Utah towns. There is something special about living in Cedar City. We have our own personality here, with the arts being huge and having so many festivals, so many community events, and being so close to so many outdoor recreational activities. Cedar City really does feel like it is one of a kind, and it's a place worth checking out. So that is our 20 myths busted. Quick lightning round here. Yes, we have more than one stoplight. We have several. There aren't tumbleweeds flying down Main Street. And yes, we are still waiting on a Target and a Costco. Now, hopefully you got a lot of information about Cedar City in this quick video. Remember, my name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest here in Cedar City or really anywhere in Southern Utah, I would love to help you out with that. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I promise you I will respond. All right, until next time, have a wonderful day.